Now, let's be honest. When we think about the world's richest people, our minds instantly go to the Elon Musks and Jeff Bezoses of the world. But what if I told you that some of the most financially blessed individuals out there aren't running tech empires or Wall Street hedge funds? Nope. They're behind the pulpit, preaching the word of God and raking in wealth that would make even some CEOs jealous. And with great wealth comes great security. We're talking high walls, armored SUVs, and bodyguards trained like Secret Service agents. These African pastors aren't just rich, they're protected like heads of state. So, who are these ultra-rich and ultra-secure men of the cloth? Let's dive in. Number 5. Bishop David Oyedepo, Nigeria. When it comes to security, Bishop David Oyedepo doesn't play. This man moves like a head of state. Bulletproof cars, heavily armed guards, and security protocols so tight you'd think he's running a presidential campaign. Let's start with his convoy. Oyedepo doesn't just drive around in your typical luxury car. No, sir. He rolls in an armored Mercedes-Benz S-Class or a customized Range Rover Sentinel, both designed to withstand high-caliber bullets and even small explosive devices. These are the same level of vehicles used by global billionaires and political leaders. His personal security team, trained professionals, some with military backgrounds, who know how to handle every threat imaginable. They operate in tight formations, ensuring Oyedepo is never exposed in public. And before he even steps into a venue, the area has been swept for potential threats. We're talking full-scale security sweeps, metal detectors, and even controlled access points. And let's talk about Faith Tabernacle, his 50,000-seat church. This is more than a place of worship, it's a fortress. The church has strategically placed security cameras, undercover security personnel, and restricted VIP zones that ensure only pre-screened individuals can get anywhere near the bishop. Even his international travels are carefully planned. When he visits the US, UK, or any African nation, his security detail coordinates with local law enforcement for additional layers of protection. Private jets, secured vehicles on arrival, and a discreet but highly effective security team. Nothing is left to chance. So is he just being extra? Not at all. When you're worth over $150 million, with global influence and millions of devoted followers, security isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Number 4, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, Malawi, South Africa. When you're one of Africa's most talked about pastors, making headlines for both miracles and money moves, you don't just walk around unprotected, you move like a head of state. Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, better known as Major One, has built an empire that extends beyond the pulpit. His influence stretches across nations. His wealth is estimated at a staggering $100 million. And his following, devoted, unwavering, and in the millions. But here's the thing. Wealth, power, and controversy, that's a cocktail that demands next-level security. Bushiri doesn't just own luxury cars. He owns mobile fortresses. His most prized ride, a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a vehicle that costs upwards of $500,000. But his version, custom built for a man who doesn't take chances. But that's just one of many. He also owns a fleet of Mercedes-Benz G-Wagons, Range Rover Sentinels, and top-tier armored SUVs, each one carefully modified for security. In some cases, these vehicles even come with smoke screens and emergency exit features, the kind of stuff you'd expect from a high-profile political leader, not a pastor. His security team, more than ushers. Now let's talk about the team. Bushiri doesn't roll with just your average security guards. His inner circle consists of military-trained professionals, some of whom have backgrounds in special operations. These guys aren't just here to hold doors and direct church members to their seats. No, these are elite-level security personnel who specialize in close protection, counter-surveillance, and threat neutralization. Why so much protection? It's simple. Bushiri isn't just a man of God, he's also a man of interest to many. His rapid rise to wealth, claims of supernatural abilities, and legal battles have made him a target for both admirers and adversaries. In 2020, he and his wife Mary faced fraud and money laundering charges in South Africa, leading them to flee the country in what can only be described as a Hollywood-style escape, one that allegedly involved private jets, inside connections, and elite-level planning. He has repeatedly claimed that assassination attempts have been made on his life, further justifying his need for extreme security measures. With all this in play, it's no surprise that Bushiri moves like a high-value diplomat, making sure that no threat, physical or legal, can catch him off guard. Number 3, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, Nigeria. Pastor Enoch Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, is one of the most respected and revered religious figures in Africa. Despite his soft-spoken demeanor, the man commands influence that stretches far beyond Nigeria, reaching millions of devoted followers across the world. And influence, as we all know, doesn't just bring admiration, it also attracts scrutiny, attention, and sometimes threats from those who may not share his faith or his vision. To match his stature, his security is nothing short of presidential. He's often transported in a customized Mercedes-Maybach S650, an ultra-luxurious vehicle favored by world leaders. But this isn't just any Maybach. It's fully armored with reinforced bulletproof windows, explosion-resistant doors, and advanced security tech to ensure that no harm ever comes near him. And even with this high-end fortress on wheels, he never travels alone. His security entourage is top tier. At any given time, a convoy of police escorts, elite private guards, and even plainclothes officers surrounds him, forming an impenetrable barrier. When he moves, traffic halts, and when he preaches at massive RCCG events where millions gather, it's a full-scale security operation. His guards are strategically positioned, surveillance teams are on high alert, and access to him is strictly controlled. Even his international trips are handled with military precision. Whether he's traveling for church missions or high-profile meetings, security protocols are meticulously planned to ensure his safety. Private jets, exclusive VIP lounges, and pre-cleared routes are just part of the process. His level of protection isn't just about personal safety, it's a reflection of his status as one of Africa's most influential religious figures. With an empire that spans multiple continents and a following that treats him with near unquestionable reverence, Pastor Adeboye's security isn't just necessary, it's essential. Number 2, Prophet Ubert Angel, Zimbabwe. You can't talk about rich African pastors without mentioning Prophet Ubert Angel. This Zimbabwean-born preacher is not just a man of God, he's a businessman with investments in real estate, telecommunications, and even cryptocurrency. His net worth is estimated at around $60 million. Angel is often spotted in a Bentley Bentayga or an armored Range Rover autobiography, proving that he doesn't just preach prosperity, he lives it. His security team is known for their professionalism, ensuring that the prophet moves safely across continents, whether he's in Zimbabwe, the UK, or South Africa. Number 1, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, Nigeria. Apostle Johnson Suleiman of the Omega Fire Ministries isn't just a preacher, he's a high-profile figure who understands the real dangers that come with influence and power. His sermons aren't always just about faith. They often touch on controversial topics that have ruffled feathers in both religious and political circles. And when you combine influence with controversy, security becomes a non-negotiable necessity. In 2022, the dangers became all too real when he survived a brazen assassination attempt that left multiple members of his security team dead. The attack was a chilling reminder that being a man of God doesn't shield you from earthly threats. Since that day, Suleiman has significantly upgraded his security, ensuring that no such attempt catches him off guard again. His fleet of vehicles is armored and battle-ready. He moves in a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, Toyota Land Cruiser, and a bulletproof Lexus SUV, all of which provide maximum protection. These aren't just luxury cars. They're fortified machines designed to withstand bullets, explosions, and any other potential threats. But the vehicles are just one layer of protection. His convoy is a tactical operation in itself. He's often accompanied by multiple security SUVs filled with heavily armed escorts, including private security personnel and police officers. This isn't just for show. His security team operates like a presidential motorcade, monitoring surroundings, clearing routes, and ensuring that no unknown threats get close to him. Even when he steps out to preach, the protection continues. His church services, which draw thousands, have strict security protocols, including metal detectors, surveillance cameras, and a designated team of trained security personnel. Entry and exit points are carefully monitored, and unauthorized access is swiftly dealt with. Despite his faith, Apostle Suleiman believes in being prepared. He preaches about divine protection, but he also knows that sometimes faith needs to be backed up with firepower. His survival is proof that in a world where enemies can lurk in the shadows, prayers and bulletproof glass go hand in hand. Why do these pastors need such high security? Now you might be thinking, why do men of God need all this security? Well, when you're handling millions of dollars, leading global ministries, and sometimes involved in controversial matters, threats become part of the job description. They deal with everything from kidnapping threats to armed attacks, and some even face assassination attempts. In many African countries, high-profile figures, especially those with wealth, are prime targets for criminals. These pastors aren't just spiritual leaders, they're public figures with influence that stretches beyond the pulpit. Love them or question them, these African pastors have built empires that demand presidential-level protection. Whether it's through faith, business acumen, or a mix of both, they've secured their spot among the richest and most guarded figures in the world. But now, let's hear from you. What do you think about this level of security for pastors? Is it necessary, or should men of God rely solely on divine protection? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating figures. And if you think this was a display of wealth, wait till you see the next video.